Hey guys, welcome back to another Broodwar ladder series. We're looking at the champ. He's here in the top right hand corner, Soma. And it's going to be a big Soma replay pack that we're getting into today. Not sure if we're going to finish the whole pack by the end of this cast, but we'll see how far we get. We got Rush here, opening up with an 8 racks in the middle of the map. We're going to have a couple Rush games, and then we're going to go to a couple other Terran players. So definitely like the video, guys. This is going to be a lot of fun. Look at that. Exactly what Rush is looking for. A hatchery first, but it was an 11 hatch. 10 pool, make 1 drone, and then make the gas. That's likely what we're going to see. And so this is a hatch first, but it's a more conservative hatch first. He's not quite as greedy as like a 12 hatch would be. Sometimes you can even go 12 hatch, 12 pool. That's a little bit over the top, especially when there's the potential here on ladder to end up getting bunker rushed. And in fact, that is coming. 2 SCVs are making their way into the natural right now. See, this SCV arrived at the perfect time to start to block this, but with 2 SCVs here, it does become a bit harder. He does continue to mine here. 2 on gas, 3 on minerals. Can he stop it with just the drones that he's pulled off the line? It's going to be tough. It's going to be tight. Can he actually make it happen? He's trying to get the kill. Does manage to force that bunker down. 1 drone has fallen. 2 sets of lings are on the way. Here comes the 3rd Marine. Now it gets a bit serious. 3 drones have fallen. A 4th is going to go down, and even a 5th and 6th will fall if he doesn't turn this around. A 5th goes down. Will not get the bunker, but that was a lot of damage. Down to just 8 drones. 8 drones in total, my friends. With the factory on the way, Rush is going to be feeling quite good. However, losing these Marines is a little bit painful. Just the problem is, right now, Soma's going to have to build a sunken colony. Unless he wants to just build lings and go with this speed upgrade, because he did get speed. He's still mining gas, though. I thought maybe he would pull everything off of gas, go into speed, and just only make lings. Like, there's no reason to be mining this gas right now. He's already got more than enough to make a layer. I think this is going to be the ling all-in. It's going to be the ling all-in. Again, kind of concerned that he didn't pull off of gas. He needs that money for an overlord. But he's just not quite there yet. And see, he's now supply blocked. Okay, lings went into the main base. Looks like this vulture took care of them. Not sure if he got a kill there or not, but it's not really going to matter here. What's important is this next wave of lings that's coming up. And he's actually baiting the vulture over to this side. Going to put some damage on it. And meanwhile, going to run into the main base with the rest of the lings. The ling speed is done. Here comes that counterattack of lings. Can he actually get in here? Can he get in here? Maybe surround one of these. There's a surround. Can he finish it? Oh, doesn't quite get it. Does not quite get that. Can fight from the top of the ramp. Just kind of utilize these lings to try and catch this. Oh, doesn't quite do it. Almost could have flanked those 2 vultures, actually, with the incoming lings from behind. If he'd caught them all on the top of the ramp, it would have been pretty slick. As it stands, he's actually going to get all 3. Oh my gosh, I think Rush just lost. He lost all 3 of the vultures. And now the SCVs are going to start to go down. All of them taking so much damage right now. This vulture falls as well. You're kidding me. That vulture goes down there at a critical moment, and Rush has just fallen apart. Down to just 10 workers in total. Still making vultures here. Still has money to continue to do that. But even if he does, his SCV count is going to continue to drop down to just 7 SCVs. So many of them are incredibly low. There's another kill there, down to 5. 5 total SCVs is crazy work. And here comes the Wraith going across the map. Going to try to kill some drones. There's actually nothing behind this. So as long as he's got multiple vultures chilling at the top of the ramp here, I'm not sure that the lings can actually end this now. Let's see. There's going to be a 3rd vulture here soon. More SCVs are going to fall, but the vultures should be able to clear up everything. Oh my gosh, don't mess it up here. This is the 11th hour. Oh man, he lost another vulture. He really needs to hit that critical mass. He needs to hit that critical mass. So many drones are falling. Hydra Den has finished. 2 Hydras on the way. How many more drones will die? He's on 6 drones. 5 drones now. He's going to lose another one. He's going to lose another one. Oh my gosh, this is a crazy game now. It is a crazy, crazy game now with more drones falling here in the main base. He could loop around, look for this one. Looks like he's going to abuse the fact that these Hydras have no upgrades at all to just kind of look for a little bit more damage. Can he actually get it? One more. Very good stuff. Every drone right now is so precious. And he's going to be able to file out here. If you find some of these overlords as well, it's going to be huge. Huge, huge damage. Just 1 or 2 overlords dying is almost unrecoverable. 5 drones to 7 SCVs, but drones can be made a lot faster because of the larva mechanics. You can crank out drones with all of this larva pretty quickly. We'll see if he's able to actually clutch this one out. But it's almost a full reset. Like, we're back to the beginning of the game, guys. It's 8 SCVs to 6 drones. Everybody's got some tech, but it is a very weird situation that we find ourselves in. Now, closing this up even tighter, making sure that a Ling attack's not going to work too well. Could even make a bunker. But for now, he's just focusing on getting out as many SCVs as possible. Yeah, put an add-on down, get speed and mines. I think that's a fantastic idea. Make the most value out of the units that you have currently, because you're not going to be getting out a lot of units right now. You're just going to be focusing on SCV production. So making these units more powerful is better than like trying to, you know, add on a bunch of barracks or something like that. Try to get into Marines. That costs a lot of money, plus a lot of upgrades as well there. But you can see this is starting to happen. 13 drones now out. It is faster to recover as Zerg. If you're talking about the same number of workers, you're just going to be able to make more at the same time. It is what it is. That's the way it goes. This Wraith still looking for some damage. It's got 4 kills on it. I don't think it's found another Overlord just yet. Overlord that was damaged earlier here in the natural is still alive. Vultures are going to be finding some damage now. And, you know, there might not be enough Hydras to block Vultures completely. And in fact, he's actually going out on the map with these. I don't understand this move. He's seen the Vultures out here. He's got to know that, you know, they're going to be coming across the map here soon. Was he making a tank? Nope, still making Vultures. Still making Vultures. Bunker up here on the high ground. That's a great idea. Yeah, definitely want to get this bunker up here before the Hydras make it across the map. Just pure Hydra production right now is coming up for Soma. It's too bad that Soma, or that Rush didn't make mines first. He was thinking he would be able to, you know, do some sort of a run by here and get more damage done, but now he's just run right into the Hydras and taking a lot of damage there. Is he going to try to run by this bunker? Looks like he might. Ah, Hydra glitched out there. That's pretty painful. Only 2 Marines in the bunker, though, so the Hydras will be able to slip by. Do some damage here behind the mineral patches. That's quite annoying. The Vultures will have to come back here and take care of those. And there's still going to be some SCVs going down. Not a lot, because Hydras do not do very good DPS against SCVs. They're small units, and that's explosive damage. Oh, trying to come out here, but the Hydras are right at the bottom of the ramp now. Now he can't get out on the map and actually lay down mines anywhere, so he can start to rally straight across. And yeah, this is such a strange situation we've got here. Still hasn't found any of these Overlords, funnily enough. The 2 Overlords on the right-hand side of the map are still out. Oh, Vultures managed to slip out? Wait, where did those come from? I guess I lost track of them. They're out here now, laying down some mines. That's very important that he actually gets out here to start laying these down. Gonna try to slip by into the main. Not gonna happen. Hydralisk on the ramp, gonna deal with that. But maybe a few drones can fall. He's only at 14. Remember, he went up to 13 so quickly, but he's only been making Hydras lately. We'll start to make a few more drones, but those will just be replacements for what he just now lost. Can't really come up this ramp, not with the mines up here, so he's just going to have to bide his time. Maybe switch transition or switch techs. That might be the call right now for Soma. Here we go. Spire. And I think we're going to see a tank. I'm kind of surprised that we still see vultures. Maybe he wants to do drop. That's a possibility. He's doing what he can here in the main base. Another few more kills with this vulture slipping past. But that'll be dealt with. But you know what? That's pretty good damage. 20 drones total now. And a CC coming up. There's that tank I was talking about. Gonna eventually try to get into siege mode and take this low ground, take this natural. And this game will continue on. Wow. What a game number one, guys. What a wacky, interesting game number one. I haven't really seen something exactly like this before. This is one of those unique games, one of those 1 in a million games. Here we go. Okay, he's dropping out again. Okay, that's how he got out earlier, I guess. I didn't see that drop earlier, but that must be how he got those other vultures out on the map. Once the hydralisks are containing, that's really the only way to get out here. So that makes sense now. The drop here. Gonna go around, maybe pick up the vultures again and try to bring them into the main base. Although it seems like he's got a pretty good defensive setup there. Hydra here is gonna get caught. Wraith finally does find another kill. Still another Overlord down here in the bottom right, but drop going into the main. Let's see. Can he get some more damage? Right before the Mutalisks come out as well. This will give him at least confirmation on the Mutas. Muta confirmation is important because he's sitting here building tanks. That's really all he's building at the moment. He sees the Mutas. He sees the Spire. Big moment here. Actually, he's coming down the ramp. Fighting with Marines and tanks against these Hydras that really aren't being controlled. Does he have an eBay? Yes, he does. 4 turrets on the way at the same time. It looks like he may have those up just at the perfect moment. Right as this stuff is coming across the map. 2 tanks in the natural plus a bunker. A lot of turrets here. I think he's going to be okay. I think the rush is safe against this transition. Like, if you get completely blindsided by this, it could be really bad. Oh, he's even got the Irradiate already. That's crazy. Yeah, he can do some damage with the Irradiated Muta, but that is brutal. Absolutely brutal. Hydra's just walking across the map. They're going to end up taking damage. Drone over to top left. That's the idea here. Trying to fly through again, but just not finding anything. Looks like he's going to go for a dive with Scourge. Yeah, Scourge are making their way forward here with some Mutas. I think he just sacks. I think he's just going to sack. Sack a Muta or 2 and go for a kill on the Science Vessel. That seems to be the plan right now. Let's see if he can get it. Yes, he does. Very nice sack there. I think he only lost the 1 Mutalisk and gets one of the vessels. Very big pickup. Gonna allow him to be a little bit more tactical. Gonna allow him to be a little bit more aggressive with these Mutas as well. Come back in here, kill a few more SCVs, kind of slow them down a bit. The more Irradiates there are present, the harder it becomes to really do anything as the Zerg player to keep up in terms of, you know, your gas units constantly being irradiated over and over again. Very nice pull there. Going to keep these on high HP so you can come back in and deal a little bit more damage to this mineral line. 1 or 2 more SCVs falling here, trading out for some Mutas. This dropship, I mean, it doesn't really have anything in it. He just sent it in to scout, see what's going on. See if he can't find out if there's like a hive transition or something. No Queen's Nest for now. So it's just Lurkers and Evolution Chamber that's coming up. Might be the case where Soma just has to stay on Lurker and Hydra and just try to fight. I don't know. I don't see the Queen's Nest here. If he's planning to go for a transition, it's going to be a little late, I feel, because there's already 2 tanks. A 3rd tank will pop out soon. He's going to have +1, stim, and then range. As soon as that's done, I think he's going to come straight across this map. I don't know what the hell is going on with this dropship, man. It's been in and out of the main base like 3 or 4 times. There's the Queen's Nest. So he spots the timing on the Queen's Nest, and he knows when Hive can be finished, and it's way after a tank push can come. That's worrisome. That is truly worrisome. I think it would be really, really smart for Soma to set up, to just keep building units right now and set up to try and just wipe out this small Marine force. This Marine force is not that big just yet. The barracks just finished. The tank count is getting kind of high. 3 is pretty good for a bust. But if you let this get to your natural, it's going to be super dangerous. If you let this get all the way to the Zerg natural, Zerg going to be in a lot of trouble. If he can find a way to build a bunch of lurkers and kind of surround and just knock out this army, then he's going to have a much easier time in this game. That being said, it's not easy to pull something like that off, and Rush will be trying to defend that. Oh, just flying in here. He's going to try and get as many vessels as he can. He gets every vessel, but he trades for every muta, plus a ton of lings as well. That's really rough. I don't mind the kills on the vessels as long as he had some lurkers out here, but he's got no lurkers, which just means he's got nothing to really defend. Emergency sunkens are going down. Hydra's here in the natural. Tanks are going to come up and start to siege. It's looking really worrisome here. I'm not sure that Soma can survive this push. Just going to stim and start to move forward. 2 sunken colonies go down in rapid succession. 5 lurkers are being made right now. Ling's coming up from behind. Lurkers over here at the 3rd base, but there's no Nidus. Of course, the hive just finished. It would be really nice if he had, like, Guardian or something right now, but he just doesn't have anything. Rush is pushing in, and he's targeting down the lurkers really, really nicely. Lurkers come in from behind with some mutas as well, but they immediately get gunned down, and GG is called. Really well played here by Rush. Insane first game. I hope we see more games like that. I mean, that's a 1 in a million, but that is a lot of fun to see. One more Rush versus Soma game. Guys, let's jump into it. All right, guys. Overpool from Soma in game number 2, and a wall-in on this side by Rush. Unfortunately, Marines pop on the outside of this wall-in, so it could be a little dangerous. We'll see what this overpool can do. It's just almost done here. The way the drone's moving out, I don't think he's going to build all the lings at the same time. He's going to start the hatchery first, and then increment out the lings slowly. But if Rush doesn't see this, oh, he'll see this. He sees the Overlord coming, immediately turns. You can see can't really make all the lings at the same time, but will slowly increment them out. It's going to be a little bit tough over here. Will be a tiny bit tough. He may want to move the barracks over one. You leave just one tiny gap, but then the Marines can at least walk through and be safe immediately. Let's see if he winds up doing that. Gonna catch this SCV as it's coming in. That's not too bad. That's not too bad. Catching this SCV. Would really like to kill that. Does get rid of the SCV. That's big. Now can do whatever he wants. And Rush, you're gonna be none the wiser. I would love to see him go for Lurker right now, actually. Looks like we had a pause. He's coming up here to the top left. Gonna see the wall in. Will he make a Hydra Den? Now is the time. If he wants to make it, the time is now. I do not see Soma make Hydra Den very often. That's for sure. He is not much of a Hydra player, not much of a Lurker bust style of player. Nope, no Hydra Den here. It can be very strong against a wall-in like this, and it's brutal to be in a spot like what Soma has here, where you've gone for overpool and they've gone for the wall-in. They're gonna have a super fast CC in the natural, and you know they can do pretty much whatever they want behind this with hardly anything you can actually do to stop it. So he's gonna get 2 Marines. That's not too bad. At least he's able to trade out a few lings for a couple Marines and lower that Marine count, but it doesn't really matter that much, simply because there's no follow-up he can do here. Like, he can't... He loses the rest of the links. All but one. The problem is there's nothing you can do here to break this, right? Even if you make a ton of lings, these two Marines are just going to sit back and SCVs can repair. So, I mean, killing the Marines is all right, but unless you're going to bust with like a lurker bust, I don't know if it's worth it. He is going to be making these mutas here pretty soon. Hitting this 2-hatch muta timing off of the 9 pool, or the over pool, excuse me. And we'll see if he can power his way in there against Rush, who's got a very nice start and a very nice setup. He's opened up with a 2 racks stim timing, planning to come across the map, force a couple of sunken colonies, if at all possible. And in fact, he will be able to force at least 1 sunken colony, bare minimum. Might even need to make a second one here, as it is a little bit dangerous right now. Looks like he's just going to go with the 1 sunken colony. Just 1 medic, so it's probably okay. Not a lot of Marines here either. And these Marines are actually going to turn around and head back home anyway. 5 mutas on the way. A 3rd hatchery in the main is being developed here on the side of Soma. These guys always kind of blow me away with their optimizations and how they're able to eke out every little bit of extra minerals to get something like this 3rd hatch off of an overpool. You go overpool, you get one of the quicker variants where you get a very quick layer and hit your timing on the spire and then hit your timing on the first 6 mutas and somehow sneak this hatchery out. I'm very impressed. That is not easy to do. If you're a Zerg player, you know exactly what I mean. Just hitting the build to go 2.5 hatch, you know, with an 11 or 12 hatchery play is a little bit tough, but going for an early pool and making lings and then still managing to find your way into this timing with mutas and a 3rd hatch in the main, it's pretty impressive. It's pretty impressive. 7 mutas on the way. Definitely a big commitment right now from Soma. So he's looking for some damage. Let's see what he's able to find, because it's a long rush distance. Takes a long time to reinforce with mutas. And already a lot of turrets have been set up. A 3rd barracks is coming. He's, of course, got his starport popping up here as well. Actually, that's pretty quick. That's a very fast starport. Done here at 7 minutes. A lot of the times you'll see a 7-minute start to a starport. Starport will be starting at 7 minutes. Or, excuse me, a factory will be starting at 7 minutes. Not even a starport. Diving into the main right now. Gonna go after these 2 turrets. Soma being aggressive here. Gonna force the Marines back into this base. Turret gonna start immediately once again as he shores up this position. Being a little bit careful here not to spread out too thin with these Marines and take a lot of pot shots from the mutas, but some of these Marines are starting to fall. It's just enough, though, for now to keep the Zerg pushed back, and he's even going into a Valkyrie. So the quickness on that factory has enabled this Valkyrie to pop out so soon. Let's see if he's able to hit a timing here. He doesn't have a tank just yet, but it looks like he may be thinking about getting one or 3 to try and hit a timing to go ahead and push down Soma before he can really get online. 3rd base has yet to be set up, but the transition is well underway. Queen's Nest plus Hydralisk Den. Will he be able to get all the pieces together in time to stop the Valkyrie plus tank push? See Valkyrie here in the natural, putting down a lot of damage. Can he actually get it? He does snipe that Valkyrie really, really close there, but manages to pick it off. And that is a big slowdown to the plans of Rush, who's going to start to lose quite a few SCVs. 2nd Valkyrie pops out. Going to be a little bit more cautious with this one, I think. Definitely don't want to be hitting this Overlord, even though it's super low. Just not worth the risk to try and come out here and fight, you really want to wait for multiple Valkyries so that you have that critical mass. Just shut down the entire Mutalisk clump. Well, the Valkyries do need to engage if the Mutas are going to dive that deep. Oh, catching the Mutas on the way out here. Just a little bit. Marines and Valkyries on the map. Tanks are in production, but he's going to move before the tanks are done. Rush heading bottom left. Marines going to get down here first. I just out on the map does catch these two or this group of mutas with the 2 Valkyries. That is a pretty good catch. These Hydras are going to morph, but right in range of the Marines. I don't know what he was thinking there. I guess trying to buy some time right now because mutas are heading down to the bottom left to get rid of this Marine. More lurkers are being made over at the natural. Siege mode is coming up. Time to make maybe a Spire? Defiler Mound starts now, but he's got he kind of needs a stopgap. He needs something to tide him over to hold back the Marines until he gets this base online. Oh, wow. He switches over to this base. That's very interesting. Wow, push into the natural does not go so well. Rush takes a lot of damage, loses a lot of Marines, at least 5. Maybe quite a bit more. Trying to push that natural. Marines on the high ground now. Still fighting against these mutas. 3 lurkers gonna get over here. But there's not really a base over there anymore. So nothing really to defend. These are I guess the lurkers that morphed over on this high ground earlier. Which means they've been running around for quite a while. Marines coming out to join up. Are they gonna check center left? Oh, top right as well. Soma's just getting creative at this point. Hoping to get a third base down as soon as possible. Let's check the scans. There it is. Scan top right. So Rush knows about this. He's gonna head out. Start to put pressure on that base over there in the top right. Mutas and Scourge are ready. Can he catch some Valkyries? Looks like he's gonna get 2. 2 Valkyries go down immediately. That's some sick value. Lurkers up here. Already almost dead. One of them down. 1 to go. He has to cancel. Looks like he's made over here at this base in center left. You can see Marine checking bottom left. But that center left is still unknown to him. As of yet, unknown. Is he getting that gas? Muta's coming in to the main. Not doing so hot. Lurkers at the front. Defiler has made its way over here. Defiler made at that center left base. Has managed to make its way here to the front. Tanks are set up. Can he actually get one more hit? Looks like he did. Firebat here doing some work. Actually, it's not able to deal any damage to this lurker. Yeah, I guess it can't actually deal damage to that lurker. I really thought that it would be able to. Definitely needs an irradiate for the Defiler. And he's found this base over here at the center left. Rush on top of everything. Finding that base and just rallying out Firebats. Has managed to break the contain outside of his natural. This is some really solid play from Rush. He is not going to let a bit of trickery from the Zerg steal this win away from him. At least he's not going to make it easy anyway. Soma's trying to get sneaky and find new ways in, but Rush is on top of everything. It's 1-1 right now for the Terran. He does not have a second upgrade on the way, by the way. He's stuck on 1-1. But there's already +1 armor, and +1 attack is about to finish, +2 armor is on the way. So if he survives, if Soma survives, there's a pretty good chance that he can do well that he can survive and take this game late. But that's a tall order at the moment. You're going to run forward here. Couple lurkers under Dark Swarm. Firebats try to challenge that, but they're not able to. The Nidus went down, by the way. The Nidus did fall there. Oh, he's got to consume something. Consume something. Dark Swarm. Ooh, that was really close. That was really close. Really dangerous moment there. But a few of these lurkers are going to go down. Actually, there's still going to be 2 at the end of the day. So maybe he survives for now. Another Defiler and Lurker combo makes its way up to the natural. This has come all the way up from the main base. And it's going to try to put some more pressure on here. Darkstorm in the natural. Ling's over here on top of the tank. Can he actually get the tank? Irradiate goes down on the Lurker. Exactly what you want to do in moments like this. Just try to irradiate down the Lurkers. Because the Defilers, you can run through and kill them with the Firebats. No Defiler over here. Lurkers are starting to fall. As soon as that last Lurker goes down, he's going to end up losing everything. Still trying to break the natural right now. He was busy taking care of something over at the top right, but wasn't able to save it. Another Nidus finishes. Another Lurker pops out. Excuse me, another Defiler pops out. Lays down that Dark Swarm, and he will survive for now. Just a few Lings up here. 2 Firebats that actually might beat this army. Let's see. Ling's coming in from multiple angles. Let's get a pretty good Plague there. Plague really going to help things out. Just get this around on that one Firebat, and he should be able to deal with everything. Hanging in right now. Soma. Oh, double kill on those vessels. Really nice. Really nice double kill there. And he's holding on to 4 bases. I mean, he's definitely going to lose this Nidus. Nidus is going down for sure. So many Firebats right now. Rush really embracing the Firebat meta. And making it work for himself. How did these Marines get over here? Oh my gosh. Marines up here in the top right now. Where did that Defiler go? Tank almost dead. Just a couple more hits from the Mutas would actually take that out. But he's about to lose both bases at the same time. Are you kidding me? Trying to make another Nidus. It's just so hard to Nidus on this base when you've got tanks bearing down. He does lose, of course. That Sunken Colony and the Nidus will go down. You can see he was so ready to jump through with all these units to try and save that, but wasn't able to make it happen. And now he's lost this base, and he's lost the top right. That was a beautiful drop, by the way, to get in there and kill that base. And it looks like Soma's just out of this game. He's been shut off and shut out of getting any new additional gases. And although he's got, you know what? He's got very good upgrades. Look at him. +2 armor. And there's only 1/1 for the Terran. He's got 2 armor, 1 attack. He's on, or 3 armors coming up. He's got chitinous plating. He's still got a minute or so. Another nice Plague there too. He's still got a minute or so before this gas runs out. Drop into the main is diabolical. Oh my gosh, I think this might end it. I think this might end it because he's going to be fighting with Lings here. And this bio ball is going to pop out in the main. I think that's it. I think that's it, guys. Soma is cooked. The champion being taken down by Rush in this game. You've got to be kidding me. So well played. So dang well played. I actually need to go back and rewatch this game. Maybe we'll do that here now that the game is over. Let's go back and just witness this again, because this is pretty incredible. An incredible performance. How do I bring up the map without anything else? There we go. Let's just see this again. I'm going to speed up a bit until the point where Rush started that attack. Because this was some really good stuff from Rush. Honestly, some of the best games I've seen in a while. Some of the best TVZ I've seen in a while. I really want to see what happened to that army over there. in the top right because it seemed like Soma was hanging on. Such good rotations here. Killing off the Nidus again and again. He builds the Nidus over here. He rotates over there. I wonder if there's a spot. Like, can you build the Nidus there? And maybe it can't be hit by a tank? I still feel like maybe you can put the tanks there and hit. I'm not sure, though. Definitely not up in the corner, though. I don't think the corner is the right play up here. Definitely not here, either. I missed it again. Too busy watching this base. So this came up. He cleared that. Oh, he beat that with the 2 Marines that had no HP? Are you kidding me? How did that happen? This is a mystery. Wait. Oh, 2 more Marines arrived? Oh, wow. The Lings targeted down the Marines that had the highest health. And these 2 on 3 HP managed to survive and kill everything. That's crazy. Of course, the drop was going to finish off that base anyway, but there it is, guys. There you have it. This was an intense game. This is an intense series. Thank you so much for watching. I'm going to end it here. We'll come back with some more Soma tomorrow. Make sure to subscribe, like the video. Shout out to all the Patreon supporters. Appreciate you. We'll see you in the next one.